Welcome to another edition of Spooky News from Spooky Ventures. This is the August 18th, 2023 update. By now, we're getting much closer to the time of year when the rest of the world shares our love of all things spooky. As I've said, spooky is a lifestyle, not a season, but it's always fun when the rest of the world is in line with our mindset. Before I get to the news, I need to get the usual things out of the way. First, Spooky Ventures, and especially this YouTube channel, is intended to be interactive. So please interact. Like our videos, share our videos, comment, and subscribe. If you have some news you think we should cover, or someone you think we should interview, or maybe something you think we should review, please let us know. We'll be glad to hear about it. Secondly, if you want more information about any of the things I talk about in this video, there are always two ways you can find that because I list the source URLs in two places. You can find them as part of the description of this video right here on the YouTube channel. Beyond that, if you want, wait until after I'm done talking, and I'm sure a lot of people have been waiting for that for a long time, you'll see all of them listed in the video itself. With all that out of the way, let's get to the news. First, we're turning our attention to spooky travel news. Fans of the Silence of the Lamb movie are in for a treat for 3 days next month. That's because Brooke Smith, who played Buffalo Bill victim Catherine Martin, will be coming to the Buffalo Bill House in Pennsylvania. Located in Perryopolis, Pennsylvania, the Buffalo Bill House was used for location filming for the movie. It is now a privately owned accommodation located about 30 miles south of Pittsburgh. From September 22nd through the 24th, Brooke Smith will be there signing autographs. You can also get your photo taken with her for a separate fee, and there's an option to have that photo taken with her in costume in the very well where she's kept in the movie. Event tickets without the photograph options are $125. Check out BuffaloBillsHouse.com for more information and to get your tickets. From there, we're going to move to books, and we're going to start with comic books. And the first of those I want to talk about comes from Marvel Comics. This October, they will be releasing Crypt of Shadows #1. It's going to be a one-shot comic and will be built in an anthology format. There are going to be 4 separate stories, all connected via a fifth tale that pulls them all together. That's the format of some of the best anthology pieces out there as far as I'm concerned. The 4 main stories in the set are of the superhero variety, but all with a horror angle to them. Those stories each feature a different hero, with Daredevil, Deadpool, the Hulk, and Scarlet Witch filling those starring slots. The wraparound story features a character not often seen, Doctor Strange's brother Victor, as a vampire. It sounds like the book should be a great way to blend superhero tales and horror. I have a copy reserved at my favorite comic book store, and I suggest that as a way to make sure you don't miss this special issue if it sounds like something you too would enjoy. Dark Horse Comics also has a new anthology coming in October that should be of interest to horror fans. Instead of superheroes, though, the subject matter is the Headless Horseman. It will include 5 stories, all built around the tale and the legend and the character. In more book news, we'll get into non-comic books here. Did you know that there were original Godzilla novelizations? If the answer is no, that might be because they've never been published in English language versions, only in the original Japanese. Well, that's about to change. On October 3rd, University of Minnesota Press will release the first English language editions of Godzilla and Godzilla Raids Again. So it's a good way to get to read these without having to learn to speak Japanese. Turning from books to television, but television with a definite movie connection, 13 Ghosts may be getting a television series. And certainly there's room to delve more deeply into that universe by exploring the histories of each of the spirits in the home, and that's the idea behind the series. Now keep in mind this is very early in the development. Thus far, the only progress consists of a partnership to push the concept to Sony Pictures. That said, fans have been asking for this series for a long time, and I know I'm one of them who would really love it. So I would think that that sort of demand will figure into any final decision. Obviously, with the strikes currently underway, everything is up in the air at the moment, but this is a step in the right direction. Next, we'll look specifically at a couple pieces of actual movie news. First up is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. News came out recently that a sequel to the film is still underway. It's in the scripting phase, and again, the strikes are going to have an impact on any scheduling, but at least we know the project is still alive. I personally really enjoyed the first film, so I'm looking forward to this one. Our final piece of actual news for this time is about a new movie called The Haunting of Queen Mary. Billed as a horror mystery, a new trailer for the film debuted right around August 1st, and that was when the release date was announced, which is kind of an odd timing because that was less than 3 weeks from the actual release, but that release date is actually today's date of August 18th. Since I always end with dates from our spooky calendar at Spooky Ventures, and that's going to be, that news piece really ties that in because it will be included there, I wanted to remind you all again to please subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and share them. Also remember that you can stick around after I'm done talking for the list of source URLs and more information links, or you can find them in the description for this video. Remember that you can find our spooky calendar at our main page, spookyventures.com. Just scroll down the page to find the calendar link. We always list lots of interesting stuff like horror creators, birthdays, movie release dates, etc. You can also always get plenty of Spooky Ventures merch at cafepress.com/spookyventures. Now, looking to that calendar, you'll see the movie I just talked about being released today, but there are 2 other films also coming out on this date. Those movies are Dark Windows and Birth Rebirth. Sunday, August 20th is H.P. Lovecraft's birthday. Monday the 28th is Sheridan Le Fanu's birthday. Mary Shelley's birthday is August 30th. And the movie Slaughterhouse opens that same day. And yes, it's sloth, like the animal. With official spooky season nearly upon us, the next time I'll be doing one of these will be mid-September. And we'll be getting into the full spirit of the season by that point. The plan is from there to do one at least every other week through Halloween, if not weekly. So you'll be seeing me on here more often. That means you should enjoy this break very much. You have been warned that it will be short-lived and end with an increased frequency of, me. I can't imagine a better way to commemorate spooky season, really. So, see you next time, but in the meantime, remember to always keep it spooky, and that at its dark heart, spooky is a lifestyle, not a season.
Spooky Ventures is the home for spooky content and spooky merchandise on the web. Check it out today at spookyventures.com. And remember, always keep it spooky.